Good evening and welcome back to Everyday Gourmet with Chef K. Moody. I hope y'all are having a good evening tonight. I hope everybody's safe and well. Tonight we're going to be focusing in on a classic comfort food. Something that I ate at least once a week when I was a kid. My mom always made meatloaf. And though her meatloaf was phenomenal, I found over the years a few ways to change it up. Tonight I'm going to make a meatloaf with my special glaze that I came up with that is going to be really good. And I also am going to make it out of turkey tonight instead of using ground beef. Now you can use ground beef, you can use ground pork, you can do sausage, you can do all kinds of different meatloafs. You can even do a cowboy meatloaf with a lot of barbecue flavor. But tonight I'm going to be doing a little bit healthier version of meatloaf. The glaze might not be quite as healthy, but it's very tasty. You're really going to enjoy it. So I hope you'll make this, and I hope you guys are ready to have a little bit of fun tonight. So I'm going to stop right here and go into my kitchen. I'll see you in just a minute.
Advance.
Okay, one thing that's really good about this meatloaf is it's made in a slow cooker. I've got my Pioneer Woman slow cooker here, and it does an excellent job. And what's really nice about this is that you can make it ahead like I'm doing right now. I'm making this the night before. We're going to have it for dinner tomorrow night, but it's going to be ready to go, and I don't have to be working on it all night. I can just leave it in the refrigerator, so it's a time saver. You're going to want to cook it 6 hours on low in your slow cooker. And you're going to put just a little bit of liquid in the bottom and the glaze, and then it's going to be fine. So we're going to get started. I'm going to go ahead and spray my slow cooker here, and I put the foil in it just to help it cook a little hotter, and that also helps with cleanup later. Now I'm going to start assembling the meatloaf. So let's get ready to have a little bit of fun here. What do you think? I got 2 pounds of ground turkey is going to go in there. And this isn't very, this is a little bit messy because you have to use your hands, but it's the best way to do it. Now, we got a ½ cup of onion that I'm going to throw right in there on top. A little bit of garlic. And here is some orange pepper. And what's nice is a lot of classic meatloafs are made with green pepper. I like orange pepper for 2 reasons. A little bit sweeter flavor, and color, presentation. Even if you're eating comfort food, you can still eat comfort food that looks good. Now I got a little Lowry's Total Seasoning here, and I'm just going to give it a couple quick shakes. Not a lot, but just enough for a little flavor. Then we come in with a little thyme. And a little paprika. Not much, just enough. There, you like that. Now, I'm going to pause right here for just a second, and I'll be right back with you. Okay, here we go, right back with you. Sometimes the best laid plans go a little awry. I've got about a little less than a cup of breadcrumbs we're going to throw in there. And then I'm also going to put 2 eggs. And then it's going to be ready to mix together. And like I said, you can use mixers, you can use a lot of things, but the best thing to do this with is your hands. So I'm going to get this all mixed up in here together. And the breadcrumbs is a little bit of a thickening agent. You want to make sure you get to the bottom of the bowl. You want to make sure you get them spices. You don't want to leave anything in your bowl. This is a nice bowl here because not a lot sticks to it that I have. And I about got it formed here. I'm going to take a break here and wash my hands real quick, and then we're going to transfer everything over to the slow cooker, and now I'm going to make the glaze for you. So let's stop right here a minute. Okay, I finished washing my hands after I already transferred my meatloaf into the slow cooker. It's ready to go, almost. But we're going to do a little salt on there, not a lot. And we're going to okay, we'll finish putting a little bit more pepper on there. And now the meatloaf is basically done. And like I said, tomorrow you're going to add just a little bit of water at the bottom. And then you're going to put it on low for 6 hours. and it's going to cook and it's going to be delicious. But let's make the glaze. That's where a lot of the magic happens. This is something I kind of stumbled on, and this glaze, believe it or not, actually goes good if you're barbecuing chicken. It actually goes good if you're doing anything like that. This glaze is amazing. Just simple Mullins dressing. Love me some Mullins, I really do. So we're going to put a little bit of that in the bottom, like that. Maybe just a little bit more. There we go. Now, you can use any kind of barbecue sauce that you like. This Guy Fieri's original barbecue sauce, I love it. It goes so well with Mullins. It's not over spicy, but man, does it have a lot of flavor. And just pour it in just like that. Just real simple. Then we're going to put about a 1/4 cup of brown sugar in. Okay? And then last but not least, 1 little bit of Duke's mayonnaise. Nothing is complete without it. Now, we're just going to whisk that together a little bit till it becomes a nice glaze. And it's a little bit thick, but you can add, you know, if I wanted to add some mustard to it, if I wanted to add some honey, you can do it however you like. But man, does this make this takes this meatloaf to Flavor Town, I'm here to tell you. It is delicious. Okay, glaze is done. Now the simplest way to do this is just to pour it on your meatloaf. But you can use a spatula to make sure the whole meatloaf gets covered. That's what I like to do. So we're going to start like that. And tomorrow, if I want to make a little bit more of this glaze when it comes out of the oven and put it on there fresh, I can do that. You got to take some liberties sometimes with these recipes. And I'm going to finish off the rest of the glaze. And now I'm going to get it over here in the sink before it goes all over the place. And I'm just going to spread that out. And basically right now the meatloaf is done. And boy, does it smell good. It's going to be very tasty. Like I said, we're going to do that for 6 hours on low. And you're going to take it out, and it's going to be very flavorful. You can put a little bit of potato with it. I like to do some asparagus, whatever side you like, but it's going to be really good. I hope you enjoyed tonight's video. I hope that you learned a different way to make meatloaf. And everybody stay safe, and God bless.